Hey guys, it is CoolKR66 here, and we're going over a game of Battlefield. So today what we're going to be talking about is the M27 IAR. The M27 IAR, we're going to talk about the damage stats for a second. The damage is medium, reload time 3 seconds, rate of fire is 75 RPMs, and the range is medium. And then the second one is the AK-74U. I couldn't really find the damage for that, so it's the AKS-74U. So today what we're going to be talking about is how the M27 IAR can do well in certain type of game situations. So the best game type that I think in my mind, if you're a single player and you're a Call of Duty junkie and you like to play Call of Duty, and I would personally recommend Team Deathmatch, because Team Deathmatch is very fast paced. You want to keep on the move all the time, and you don't necessarily want to stay in one place, because there are ways to get around campers with like RPGs, considering that the buildings do break down and stuff like that. So when you use the M27 IAR, I would recommend the holographic sight attachment because it steadies out the gun, and I would also recommend the grip attachment because it steadies out the gun, and the holographic sight gives it that combination of having great aim sights, and you'll be able to see how good the gun works and what kind of ways to use it and how to use it. So the M27 IAR is a gun that sways to the left when you shoot it, and so the way to counteract that is when you're shooting. I would show you guys my hands when I'm doing this, but when you're shooting, you kind of want to point the arrow your right joystick, considering that you're either on Xbox, PS3. I'm playing on PS3 right now, but you want to keep your right analog stick pointing down, because what that does is that stimulates it to keep going down, and it keeps your aim straight. But for long distance encounters, I would recommend to change it to semi-automatic because of how much recoil it doesn't have. So shoot it in around 3-round bursts, something like that, and keep it to a minimal of, if you can't shoot them, just don't try and kill them, because you're not really going to get around to it. So and the best way to hold up on this map, I don't remember what this map is called, but the best way to hold up is to get in some buildings, and kind of to get in that power spot and hold out the main battlefield area. So what this means is that when you're playing in your you want to get a good gameplay going, and you want to keep the game fluid, and you want to keep the game running really well. You want to keep, if you want an entertaining gameplay, I'd recommend just going around, running around, using your mini-map, always having something or another, keeping you steady and keeping you ready to play. So this next gameplay is going to be with the AK-74U. I've already had a couple gameplays with the M27. So the AK-74U is a submachine gun. It's actually called the AKS-74U. It originated in the Russian Soviet Union, and it was first made in 2009, and it's been in service ever since. So the damage is, I think the damage was like medium or something like that, and the range, I don't remember what the RPMs are. I couldn't find the website to show me the damage for it, so I'm sure if I looked it up a bit more, I would find it, but I didn't have the time to find it because I had some stuff I had to do today. But the AK-74U has a folding or a pull-out stock that helps you aim better, but it doesn't really make a difference in this game because of how much swaying is going around. And it keeps, because of the folding clip, it kind of keeps it so you can hold it well, but that's not really how the Battlefield runs. So the clip size is 30, decent amount for a submachine gun. I don't know if it has a submachine or an extended mag attachment, but if it did, it does have a red dot sight I just unlocked. I would recommend that. I don't have a gameplay for you guys to show that, but it does steady it out a ton, and it does help you out a ton. So I'm going to be playing a ton of Team Deathmatch on this game, just to kind of show you all the ways to play and all the different maps. And so the one thing that I can also give you, depending on what gun you're using, always when you spawn, always look around when you're playing Team Deathmatch, because the spawns are so random. You never know who's going to be where and what's going to happen next, and all that different stuff. So when you spawn, and there's a lot of different things that could happen. You could get grenaded, you could get RPG, you could get M27, whatever that big launcher's called. But there are no tanks in Team Deathmatch, so it really reminds me of a nice gun-on-gun fighting. So when you're using the AK-74U, I would not recommend the semi-automatic attachment because it keeps it, it makes the recoil horrible. You can't really see anything. So when you have, I would change it to automatic so you can keep the gun shooting, and just like the M27 IAR, it recoils to the right a little bit. Right, it goes up and then it turns right a little bit. So I would definitely keep the thing down. And then the third gun that we're using is the RPA. This is light machine gun. I personally hate this gun. I don't know why I picked it. And then the other thing is I wouldn't use your pistol in close quarter situations just because the pistols are so retarded in this game. I hate it. People just go around running around with their pistols and killing people with that, and it annoys me so bad. So hopefully you guys won't run around with your pistols. Actually make it a one-on-one gunfight with different weapons. And it seems like the M27 or whatever, I'll have to show you that gun when I get it, but it seems like a very decent gun. So and then the attachment that I got for this was like the reflex sight. I would not recommend that. It sucks balls, but that's personal preference to whoever wants to play this game, and whoever wants. And you could see my aiming skills with this. It turns so fast. I don't know if it's my sensitivity, but I'm not playing on a very high sensitivity. So when you're playing Battlefield, I wouldn't really recommend a high sensitivity, depending on how good of a player you are. But I wouldn't recommend a high sensitivity because of the gun sway. When you turn, the gun sways to the right and then the left, as you've seen many times before, and the gun, you won't be able to aim fast enough. So you can see how random the spawns are. You gotta check. You really have to check your mini map 24/7. That's the only way you're gonna be successful at this game. And so you could see here, I threw a grenade. I probably shouldn't have done that because he's too far away to shoot me, and I didn't even get a hit marker on him. So when you have a guy behind you and you really know you have no chance, keep running. I mean, you're not really gonna have a different chance, and you're not really gonna keep up your gun streak or whatever you could call it. And so that was a retarded death right there. But the M4A1 is not a decent gun, but it's also not a bad gun either. So I don't know if I'd recommend that personally, but it could be, whatever you wanted to use with it. If I haven't tried it with the red dot sight, and you can see here how I was using it with the the single shot setting. So, and see how bad my aiming was, and my aiming isn't usually that bad with this gun. So and if you want to be really successful at this game, you got to be able to pick up any gun and do well with it, not including snipers, because of the snipers are kind of retarded in this game in my view. So use the guns that you approve of. You're not always going to be able to pick the gun that you want to use in certain game types. I don't know why, but you should just be able to use a set class, because I've seen that you're not able to say you get one map where you get to use the M27, and the next map it totally changes. I don't know why. So in this, it'll change. My M27 slot will change to the AK-74U slot, and so I don't. If you guys know how to change that, leave a comment in the section below, and I'll see, and that'll be really helpful, because I hate using guns that I don't like using. And so yeah, and so that's all I really wanted to talk about. And I just ordered a blue Snowball audio recording mic. It should be getting here on the 9th of November. So Modern Warfare 3 will be right around the corner. I'll be making commentaries for Battlefield, Skyrim, and Modern Warfare 3. So I leave you in all honesty. I love this game. Keep playing it, all you people, and stay tuned in for more tips on most of the weapons. So thanks for watching, guys, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.